Reflection for Sunday, October 16, 29th Sunday in Ordinary Time. Luke chapter 18, verse 1 to 8. The Gospel. Jesus told his disciples a parable about the necessity for them to pray always without becoming weary. He said, "There was a judge in a certain town who neither feared God nor respected any human being. And a widow in that town used to come to him and say, 'Render a just decision for me against my adversary.' For a long time the judge was unwilling, but eventually he thought, 'Well, it is true that I neither fear God nor respect any human being. Because this widow keeps bothering me, I shall deliver a just decision for her, lest she finally come and strike me.' The Lord said, 'Pay attention to what the dishonest judge says. Will not God then secure the rights of his chosen ones, who call out to him day and night? Will he be slow to answer them? I tell you, he will see to it that justice is done for them speedily. But when the Son of Man comes, will he find faith on earth?'" Reflection. Does God always answer our prayer? The Gospel would tell us that He always answers our prayer. But the reality of it all is there are times that God does not answer our prayers. There are times that God fails us. We don't know the reason behind these unanswered prayers. Only God knows. If God seems deaf to our prayer, would it be right for us to stop kneeling in prayer before God? We need not stop praying even if we get no answer from God, for the simple reason that our prayers before God gives us hope. Our prayers before God brightens a gloomy day. Our prayers tell us that amidst our life struggles, there is a powerful God who is ever ready to listen, notwithstanding the nature of his reply. Regardless if God answers or not to our prayers is immaterial, because our prayer is not only limited with God answering or not answering it. Our prayers before God is much bigger than the reply that we expect from Him. This is for the reason that the gift of prayer in itself is already an enormous blessing from God. What happens to us when we pray and after we pray? When we pray, we connect with our loving and powerful God. And after we pray, we become hopeful and we feel relieved. Therefore, the gift of prayer that Jesus has gratuitously given us is a balm that immediately soothes our wounded and burdened beings. We therefore have to pray as often as we can, since a life without prayer is a life without hope, and a life bereft of the presence of God. Do you have a healthy prayer life?